Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Fast Start Training Zoom. This Zoom is catered for all our wonderful new brand partners that have joined us, those that came to the events. We are so excited. As leadership in New Age Africa, we welcome you all to our business, to our company. And the Zoom tonight is titled Fast Start Training. And that's exactly what it's going to be because, you know, yes, you've been signed up into your teams, and now what do you do? So I'm going to attempt tonight to help you understand and get you on the right track so that you can start building your business and you can start earning what we term in our business residual income. Because the difference between residual income and linear income is what 90% of the people in the world are on. And linear income is basically where you've got a 9-to-5 job, you've gone to school, they've indoctrinated you to get good grades so that you can go to university after school and then go and work for a job or work in a job, open your own business, and then by the time you retire, you stop working, and then what? Because today, 95% of the people cannot retire. Cannot retire, why? Because they haven't been programmed, they haven't been shown, they haven't been taught what financial freedom is all about, what they must do while while they're working, what they need to do so that when they stop working, they can continue earning an income. Because the biggest income when you retire, what is it? It's your medical and your tax. Now, do you want to go backwards when you retire, or do you want to live the life that you were living when you had a job or in business, or do you want to do better? So residual income is what we do. Our business creates the most millionaires in the world every single year. It's been proved that MLM, network marketing, makes more money than an estate agent does. Okay, that's fact. So why? Because the business just keeps going. The more people that join your team, the more money you make every single month because your residual just keeps going up and up and up. So once you recruit somebody, once you sign people up into your business, there are three things that you need to do. You need to recruit. That's when you bring the people on. Then you need to train that person to retain that person. Okay, if you don't train that person, you're not going to retain him. He's going to fall off. He's going to get cold. He's going to go. And you that have just started, okay, now's the time. If your upline has not taken you aside and shown you, go to them or go to another leader. Let the leaders teach you the right way. And why is that important? That is important because you need to do that to the people that you're going to build your team. Okay, that you're going to bring into your team. So the first thing you do is you set up a time with your new person that's in your team. Set up a time with them, and help collect 10 names. Just 10 names to start, and the names you get from your cell phone, from Facebook, Instagram. The 10 names. Now the 10 names are often the 10 names of the people that are very close to you. Okay, except family. You will find that family is the most difficult to convince or to recruit to bring into your team. Okay? So there's a saying, a prophet's never welcome in his own home. So stay away from family to start off with, right? Our business has a perception out there of being, I'm not going to say it, but watch my hands, this, right? And it's not. In fact, that is illegal, okay? But if you look at it the other way, every business is like that because from the managing director to the ops manager to the financial director, you're already going in that position to the salespeople, to the customer, you are doing this. So the reason why people say that is because of what they've been taught or heard or, sheeples. That's what it is. That is why those that get involved in our business, and I must say it from the beginning, this is not a get-rich-quick business. It's a business. It's a business that you've got to look after. How much money can you make in the business? Like every business. How much time do you want to spend in the business? So that said, 10 names. right? You get that. You teach that person to duplicate what you do, because duplication is very, very important. In our business, you have to be teachable, coachable, and trainable. Teachable, coachable, and trainable. If you those three things, you're going to succeed, right? You have to teach your downline, the new recruit. You have to teach that person to do it the right way. And I have a term, score in 24. What does that mean? Score in 24 hours. Get 2 people in your team in the first 24 hours. Why? Because your goal as a leader, because once you have got people in your team, you're a leader, right? Once you have 2 people in that person's team, right? One on the left, one on the right. What does that mean? Friday, there's a paycheck. Whether that paycheck is 10 Rand or 1,000 Rand. Okay? Whether it's 100 Naira or 1,000 Naira. At the end of the day, if there's a power line and a pay line, a left and a right, okay, you will get a paycheck on the Friday. Your new recruit will get a paycheck on a Friday, and away we go. Right. So the focus points in our business is we're an online health and wellness business or warehouse. I always term it as when people ask me what business you're in, I tell them I have an online health and wellness warehouse. That's the business I am. It launched on the 21st of October last year, 2021. It's a $500 million startup company. So nobody knows about New Age. So what better position do you want to be in than in a company that already does $500 million? It's probably more than that. Okay. Remember, this slide was actually done, I think, a year ago. We probably are nearly $1 billion, and we listed on the NASDAQ. So we're still a startup company. We've only started in Africa. Africa is 1.7 billion people. We've just started here, right? We're in 80 countries and we've been going for 10 years, but we're still a startup company. Is that not the best position to be in, right? There's no joining fee for Africa at the moment. They're talking about, excuse me, they're talking about a joining fee sometime probably beginning of July. Excuse me. So, and the joining fee won't be much. It will probably be $10. That's a once-off joining fee, and that's just for admin. That's just to look after the back office. That's to look after the New Age Share app that we have. That's to look after all the normal things that they do behind the scenes that you don't have to worry about. So that's what it's going to be. And then this is very important. Now, when you starting up, right? A lot of people say they don't have time. Now, if you look at a guy like Elon Musk, he's the managing director or the CEO of that company, and that company, right? But he's there. He's on the ground and he's doing it. You've never heard that guy say, I don't have time. So that's not the case, right? How do you do this? How do you promote this business? You promote the business by attending Zooms like this, by attending events, by listening to how other people are speaking in order for you to figure out the message that you're going to bring across to the people, right? And then once you talk about this and once you do it often enough, what happens? Repetition sticks and you become the master of your own introduction. And what happens when you become the master? Your recruiting, your building your team becomes so much easier. It's called the pipeline. The pipeline is so much, you'll hear this word often in our business, right? The pipeline is, and if it doesn't work, if you think you've mastered the message and you try it and you still get your no, because remember, you have to get a lot of no's in our business to get the eventual yes. That's why those people that earn 6 and 7 figures a year, imagine how many no's they've got, but they're still going, okay? So the more times you repeat, the more professional you become. So there are 7 fundamental skills in network marketing. The first one is finding prospects. The second one is inviting them into the business, to the presentations, presenting them with our business. And then the next day or day after, you follow up with them, and then you close, you bring them into your business, right? Once they've seen the bigger picture. Remember, what was before COVID is not after COVID. It's changed. Business has changed. The home-based, phone-based business today is the biggest trend now. So you get people to start effectively by doing that, right? And you promote events. We saw with the event on Saturday, when people came to that event, they left there charged up. Not because of anything else, but because they see what people have done. They see the successes. They see that this business is about you firing your boss and being your own boss, you doing it at your time, and you creating residual income so that tomorrow, when you step back, your business is carrying on, okay? Remember what I said. When you retire earning linear income, that's when you start worrying that you have enough to let you live the same life that you lived when you were in business. In our business, residual income just goes. It continues when you retire. It continues when you carry on going, and you don't have to work because other people are generating the income that you want. So, step 1 in the prospecting way you do this. This is what's called memory jogger. So take a screenshot of this. This will just jog your memory and help you gather the names of people that you might remember and see who were involved, who will get involved in this business. Remember, don't make their minds up for them because you never know what they're looking for, right? So go through the memory jogger. This will help you gather your names, and it's worked for many. So there are various ways to market our business. The first one is a 3-way call with any leader. In other words, if you introducing this business to somebody, so you've just joined, okay? You've just joined. Now, you don't know exactly what to tell the next person, okay? Or you're too shy, or you don't know how to introduce it. You get a leader on a call, a 3-way call with you, and that leader will do the work for you, right? A 2-in-1 presentation where you and a leader have a face-to-face with a friend or a colleague or a neighbor or a cousin, whatever. That's a 2-in-1 presentation. You have a home party. A home party is not something you go to somebody's house and there's music and you dance and whatever. We call it a home party because you invite your special people to your house, maybe 5, maybe 10 people, and there's a leader there and you do a presentation for them at your house, right? Very effective. That's a 80% strike rate just there on that one. Or you have live events like we had on Saturday and like we're having on Monday in Bloemfontein, and next month on the 20th of June in Cape Town. Those are live events. Those are also powerful. Well, then you have opportunity Zooms like we have normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then obviously the social medias where you got the Instagram, Facebooks, TikToks, etc., etc. So the screen that you're looking at now is called the Power of 4, okay? The Power of 4 is what we call, you recruit 4 people, okay? You teach those 4 people to duplicate you, all right? And what those people need to do is now go and do 4 people each, all right? Now remember, you're not going out there just introducing the business and telling people to come in. You're not an insurance salesman, right? You are there. Instead of sending people to a pharmacy or a grocery store or whatever to buy product, we're in the direct selling game. So we skip that. So we go from producer to the end user, right? that is why our product is number one. The efficacy of our product is better than what you buy in the markets, in the grocery stores. It's clean, it's priced well, and at the end of the day, you have it there, and you teaching your 4 people to recruit their 4 people based on product that they need to buy that's going to transform their lives and change their lives forever. And they will take that out and build their own team. So your 4 will recruit 4 each, which takes your business to 16 people. And imagine the 16, they do the same. And this has happened. This happens. This is how we say network marketing creates the most millionaires every single year, right? So now, we call it ATM, add, tag, and message. So now you've got the people now, you've told them about your business, right? What do you do now? They've come into your business. Now they don't know what to do. Now you want to explain to them about your business by physically sending them to the social media portals, okay? And how are they going to know where to go? You give them the name of the Facebook pages. But on the Facebook pages, right, you tag them on specific posts that you want them to go and see. So firstly, you invite them to the page. Secondly, you tag them to the specific post that you want them to have a look at, or video that you want them to have a look at, okay? And you write them a message. For example, start here. That's where they start, and then obviously they'll surf, right? And then the next day, you go back to them and you tell them and you ask them, what did they like about what they saw, right? Europe started this, and we adopting that here in Africa now. But Europe started this. That took their business next level. They do anything between $2.5 to $5 million sales per week in Europe just by doing this. Now, you know how big France is, and you know how big Spain is. I should say small compared to the rest of Africa. That's the numbers that they're pulling out of there, okay? Because the product is good. So, again, right, so let's talk PV now. PV, the term PV, is something that you're going to hear every single day in this business. Now, PV stands for point volume. Every single product that we have has a PV attached to it. That is how you get paid, based on the PV that you generate in a specific week. Because remember, we get paid every single Friday, right? So it's a universal term, and it has a universal currency, put it that way, because that's the easiest way to control the thing and to keep it streamlined. So for example, 1 PV equals to $1, right? $1 in South Africa is equal to today nearly 16 Rand, right? So in Botswana, it's 12.2 Pula, and in Nigeria at the moment, it's 450 Naira. So in order to pay you the right commission on a Friday, your PV that's generated in your pay line, which is the shorter line of the 2 lines. The longer line, and I'll show you in slides just shortly, is called the power line. That PV in the power line gets deducted from the PV in your pay line, which is the shorter one. And whatever the PV is, if it's 1,000 PV in your pay line, you get paid $1,000 on a Friday, okay? Because the 2,000 PV, let's say, for example, that you generated in your power line gets deducted from the 1,000 PV in your pay line. That leaves you with 1,000 PV that you get paid, and the difference gets carried over to the next week. So in our business, there are 4 business levels. You start off with a member level of 20 PV. That's the entry level. And you end off with the ultimate level, which is 200 PV. Now, that is where everybody must get to in the first 4 weeks of their business, right? They can either buy the ultimate level, okay? And when you say buy the ultimate level, you're buying in an ultimate pack. You're buying product. In fact, it costs 5,900 Rand. That's the ultimate, right? 200 PV, that means you are ultimate forever, right? If you decide you're going to go in on the member level, which is 697 PV, that is fine. You get 20 PV there, but you have 4 weeks to either buy into the ultimate or to build your team to generate the 200 PV in 4 weeks. I hope I've explained that properly. It's not complicated, but that's generally what you need to know. You need to be ultimate level in the first 4 weeks. Now, this is a 2021 calendar, but I just want to show you guys and try and explain to you guys what the color coding means. So, for example, if you've been signed up on the 2nd of January, right? Now, you'll see on the left-hand side of the 2nd of January is a red week, okay? Your 4th week is your clock, call it that way, right? That's the week where you need to reorder a minimum of 20 PV, okay? In your 4th week. So if you start off on the 2nd of January, you are red week, right? Your red week ends on the 5th of February, okay? That Friday night, you need to buy your reorder in order for you to stay commission eligible. Okay, so that's the importance of the color coding. If you've come in on the purple week, that's what happens. 4 weeks later, the 12th of February, that's when you need to purchase your reorder. So it's always better to sign somebody in on a Saturday or a Sunday, because that way you give that person a whole week to generate more PV in order for them to get paid more sooner. So the difference also between the 4 levels, if you're a member and you don't get ultimate in the first 4 weeks, you will only be able to earn on the 2 lines, okay? If you get to ultimate in 4 weeks or you buy into ultimate, automatically you can run 5 lines and you can have as many pay lines as you want. You'll have 1 power line and as many, you can have 4 pay lines, okay? That's the beauty about our compensation plan. It's rated #1 in the world. We're the only company that actually splits its profit on the PV attained 51-49%. 51 being us, we call the brand partners out in the field. And by the way, there's 450,000 brand partners globally. Just to give you an indication of how big this is. So I'm going to give you an example now of what I do when I start recruiting people. And in order for me to simplify it, to allow me to only work one line, and that's my pay line. So when I start, my first 3 people I put on the right side, okay? So I've just put 500 PV there just to show you guys an example. But there's your first 3 people that I've signed in, right? The 4th person I put on the left side. So I then teach my people to do exactly what I've just done. So what are they going to do? So 1, 2, and 3 are going to start with their first 3 people on what side? On the right side. So what does that do? That just increases my right side automatically without me even doing any work. Okay? So my right side grows on its own, right? Because my people are doing exactly what I've taught them to do. So they grow their power line automatically for me, and all I do is I concentrate on the left-hand side. And the left-hand side, I teach to do exactly what my right-hand side did, but just the mirror image. So you'll see now, the end of the week arrived. Now what do you see? You see one long line and one short line. The long line is the power leg. The short line is called the pay leg. So once this just goes on its own, you basically sit back because your team is working, and you as the leader, not that everybody else is not the leader, but you as the leader go down and you just help both lines grow their businesses. Because by helping them, they're going 3-1 and the other side's going 3-1. They're just growing and you're at the top, right? But it's not about, it's too late to get in because I'm going to be at the bottom. No, that's the beauty about this business. You're always at the top of your business, right? Just remember that. You're always at the top of your business. So now, remember I said 1 PV is $1. So now on the right-hand side, you have, or the left-hand side, you have a total of 2,000 PV generated, right? So even this number 6 is on your right, okay? That PV 200 is counted. So at the end of the week, you count up all the PVs, it totals 200 PV, right? And on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, you've got 1,500 PV. So now what you do is the calculation, the power line, which is the long line, gets deducted from the pay line, which is the shorter line, and you're left with 500 PV. That 500 PV gets carried over to the next week. Our weeks run from Saturday to Friday. So Saturday morning, you're starting with 500 PV on your power leg, right? And then you get paid 10% of the total PV generated on your left side. So the 3 500s over here, 500, 500, 500, that's 1,500 PV. Deduct the two from each other, you're left with, deduct the 2,000 and from the 1,500, you left, the 1,500 is going to give you $150 in commission paid to you on the Friday. Okay? So again, I'm going to show you this example in another way. There's the first 3, the fourth one on the right, and then they carry on, and then he cuts in on the right there. There's your 3 and 1 at the bottom again. Remember, the power line's generated on its own, and the top there is doing its own thing. They're starting with a 3 and 1 as well. And there we go. So this is how your business goes. And eventually, everybody's doing the same thing. That's how you've taught them. And that's the only way you're going to succeed in your business, by teaching them the right way from the beginning. So an important note once you get started is, 1, you've got to go gold. So gold means you have to have 4 active people signed up in your business, right? You've got to activate your reorder, which is every 4 weeks. Remember, I told you, color coding every 4th Friday, okay? A minimum of 20 PV, which is nothing. It's going to cost you 696 Rand actually. And that is for product that you're using for yourself. How do you grow your business? By becoming the product of the product. Why are people successful in our business today? It's because the product works. So what do the people do when the product works? They ask you, what are you on? What are you taking? Because I want. Our business has 2 aspects to it. We have customers and we have partners, brand partners. If your people don't want to join the business, but they want to use the product, brilliant. That's fine. You make 30% on the product you sell to them, right? Remember that. But I'll show you shortly in the compensation plan that I've put together here. So here's the compensation plan. Like I said, it's rated number 1 in the world out of all the direct selling companies. There's 3 sections to it: the upfront income, the residual income, and then the bonus income. Now, the upfront income is awesome because, like I said, if people just want to buy product, you make a retail profit of between 30 and 40%, right? So if you own a salon, if you own a health shop, we have these in our team. We have doctors, we have plastic surgeons, we have urologists, we have general practitioners, we have lawyers, we have all these people in our teams. And what are they doing? They are selling the products to their clients, to their patrons that come to them, because the products work, right? People don't buy the name. People buy from you, and they buy what the product does, okay? What you tell them the product does. And then we have a unique upfront income that's only for us Africans here. It's called the first order bonus. So over and above the retail profit of 30% that you get, for every first order placed by a customer or a person that you've enrolled, you get a further 35% of the point volume. That is awesome, because if somebody buys an ultimate pack at 200 PV, you get 70 PV first order bonus, which is 35% of the 200. That's $70, okay? 1,050 Rand, right? The residual income part is on the pay line, whatever your team does below you, and their team does below you, and their team's team does below you, you get 10% of the PV that's generated every single week by that team, okay? And then the bonus income, there's a lot here. I'm not even going to go through a lot of them, but This gets worked out for you. So over and above the first 3, which I call the most important, the other 3, the bonus income gets worked out for you automatically. Every Friday you see it, and you can go in and you can calculate exactly what was happening. So a very important thing I must tell you is we're all selling the same thing. We all have the same management team. We all have the same products. We all have the same compensation plan, right? But then you've got guys that are earning a lot of money on a Friday, and there are others that aren't earning a lot of money on the Friday. Why? Because the difference is you. It's what you put in. Remember, if you're excited, it's contagious. People get excited. So always be excited. Don't fake it. Be excited, because this is an amazing business. This is an amazing time and we're in at the right place at the right time, because there's coronavirus, COVID, they're talking about it all the time, yeah. And you know, our products fit that glove. Our products go in there, and our Immuno MX, for example, with the zinc, the vitamin C, and the vitamin D, is a big seller. We have the Thermo MX, which is an energy product, which gives you that extra boost that you need in the afternoons. That Thermo does the trick there. And why don't people sleep easy? They have that problem because of stress. And we have the nighttime MX that will sort that out too. Ask me, I used to sleep 4 to 5 hours a night. I get my 7 in now, no problem, and I get deep sleep. So we have a hero promise. The promise is to only use the purest, cleanest ingredients. We have whatever's listed on our label is in the product. Our ingredients are fully disclosed, as well as the formulas, and the manufacturing plant is regulated with certified facilities. I put this slide on because, you know, part of success today is your terminology, the way you speak, the way you express yourself. So I want you to think about this. You can screenshot this screen, but swap "that's impossible" with "everything is figure-outable" or "I'm possible." You know, if you split impossible, it says "I'm possible." Think about that one. And then instead of saying "that's too hard," say "I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to." So you change the way you speak, because what you put out is what you get back, right? And never say "I'll try." Only use "I will" or "I won't." Okay? Never say "I can't." Rather say "how can I?" You know, those automatically, your subconscious just makes you think differently, think bigger. You're taking away the negative and you're keeping the positive there, because positive will bring positive. Remember, your attitude and not your aptitude will determine your altitude. So, guys, I didn't want to make this too long and too boring, but I thought it important to share it with you guys and to tell you that it's very, very important, now that you've just signed up, that you take what you get told by your leaders and make notes and do the way they do, because they have succeeded, and they've succeeded because they experienced at what they've done. Copy them. Copy and paste is our game. You're not alone in this business. You're in it for yourself, but not by yourself. The leaders will always be there to ensure that your business grows. Because remember, your business grows, everybody's making money up the chain, right? This is not what you think, what you're going to hear, what you've been taught, and what you've been conditioned. Remember, we're not this. And I don't say that word. We're not this. That's illegal. We're a business that the more time you put in it, the more money you're going to make. Okay, take this business, embrace it. It's made the most millionaires out of any business in the whole world. So guys, thank you. Is there any questions? Has anybody got any questions for me? If you have, please ask me now. If you don't, that's fine. Those that are guests on this call, thank you for joining. I hope I've made a recording here. I'll send the recording out. You guys will all get the recording. Send it to your downline, send it to your team, send it to your friends. You know, let them ask you the questions. go back to the person that invited you to watch this and ask them the questions, because we've launched on the 25th of October. We're launching Nigeria probably 1st of July. Okay? Get in now. Get in now. Africa's waiting. Africa's waiting. Since we launched 25th of October, we've had a lot of testimonials. The product is doing wonders. Okay? It's not thumbsuck anymore. We're not using testimonials from America. We're using our own testimonials. The product has worked. I've lost a lot of weight. If you those that know me, I've lost a lot of weight. Okay? I don't gym. I don't have time to gym. My eating is controlled. Okay? My cravings are controlled, and I'm enjoying my life. So get involved, ask the questions. If there's no more questions, guys, I'll end it tonight. Thank you. We've got a Zoom tomorrow night. Juanita's on a Zoom at 9 o'clock. So get on the Zoom, go into the Facebook pages. There's the links are there. New Age South Africa Team Spartan. And the announcements, we've got the Zoom links on there. Go there, get on the Zooms, show up. And that's it. Any questions? Johnny, have you got a question?
I'm good. Thanks, Nick.
You're good. Okay, I just saw you unmuted. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Good night. Take care. And you'll never walk alone.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.